Welcome into the live stream here for McCready and Siskey, powered by Rain Total Body Fuel. I'm Neal. That's Tyler.
What it is, sir?
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Been a hell of a week. We'll talk about it in a minute, but
Yeah.
I'm alive. That's about the best way to put it.
Yeah, I had a feeling this is going to be a pretty busy week for you.
Yeah, get back to normal now. So that was a lot, but we'll talk about it.
All right.
But yeah, no, it was good. Been good. Got some sleep last night. That was a good thing. Yeah, I had the War Ring was sending me dings, making sure I was still kicking. It did not. The War Ring was very concerned about me.
It happens.
It happens.
My War Ring 2 or 3 times during the bowl stuff and all the travel was like, let's see, January the 2nd is bad. It was like you have all your signals everything was bad. You only slept an hour and 20 minutes. It registered it as a nap.
Yeah, I had one I had to go relabel. It said nap.
Yeah, it's like no, that was sleep.
No, that was it.
That was it.
That was all I had today, boys.
All right, we'll get rolling. Going to be a fairly quicker show today, just to be full disclosure. We've got a lot going. He's got stuff going on. I've got stuff going on. Do have hand raised guys coming to you not too terribly long from now. So if my voice holds up and lets me,
buckle up, buttercups.
Had some shows already on the site today. If you're on YouTube, we've had the Butcher versus the Dance Instructor is up. They picked divisional playoff games. They picked the championship game. If you are just on Spotify, Apple Podcast, we had Jeffrey Wright on this morning, Blue Sky Live, and Martin Palomo, and I've already taken mine on my money. Those shows are available to you as well.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Here we go. Let's get rolling. Let me pull
audio file.
I got to make sure I get the right
rear. Here, yeah. I'm glad you said that because I don't have mine pulled up. How about that?
How about that? All right, here we go. Welcome into episode 338 of McCready and Siskey, powered by Rain Total Body Fuel. I'm Neal McCready. That's Tyler Siskey here on this Thursday, January the 15th. Hard to believe January's halfway over, but here we are. January the 15th. Hope everyone having a great week as you get closer to the weekend, extended weekend for a lot of people with Martin Luther King Day on Monday. So a lot of people having a 3-day weekend. Hope if you're out and about, hope you are safe with your travels and enjoy some of the games that are on this weekend. Yes, I agree with Tyler. He says Jeffrey Wright's a beast. I don't care what anyone says. His radio show is awesome. Could have told you guys that a long, long time ago. Very talented person. I've done radio with a lot of talented people over the course of my career. Taylor Zarzer comes to mind. Is incredibly talented. And I've done radio with some people that weren't as talented. And
what are their names, Neal?
Won't say names. But I've done it with good guys. I did radio with Chris Stewart.
Yeah.
Now the voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Also does a podcast with our good friend, AJ McCarron.
Chris, very talented person. Very, very good. Yeah, radio is one of those things you're either good at it or you're not. And you can usually tell pretty quick who's good, who's not. I'm not surprised at all that Jeffrey's very, very good.
He's good.
He's can communicate, knows how to put thoughts together, knows how to keep a thought going. And it's not even about knowledge. It's about interest. It's about really being.
He does a good job of probably things that he doesn't want to talk about. That's with a podcast. You can talk about it whatever the hell you want to talk about. Right. But if he's has to talk about things, he's very good at that.
Yes, the Grizzlies and Magic are playing now. I didn't put it. I might be able to put it here. I didn't put it there because Tyler says that's getting us dinged on some of the social media things.
They don't like professional sports being on the background. We don't have the rights to the professional sport to rebroadcast the professional sports.
See if I can get it here without having to log in. I'm curious. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, this is the button.
You got too many buttons.
Got a lot going on. I bet this is gonna make me do some sort of authenticator, at which point I'll say, nah.
We appreciate you.
I'm good. We're brought to you by Rain Total Body Fuel, 300 milligrams, natural caffeine, BCAAs, electrolytes, zero sugar. It's got what you need to push the limits and achieve your goals. Check them out on Instagram at Rain Body Fuel to learn more.
Neal, I'm rocking with the Rainbow Sherbet today. Big shout out to Rain. Rain got me through the draft, got me through the last 10 days. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. Got my just reset my day every time I would drink the Rain. I was back, and just powered me through the days. We'll talk about it in a second. But shout out to Rain Total Body Fuel. And Neal, in case you haven't noticed, the Kia of Meridian chat is already bumping. And if you're looking for a fresh start in a brand new ride, how about Kia of Meridian? They're kicking off the 2026 with deals that can't miss. Right now, you can get 0% financing for up to 48 months on every 2025 Kia Telluride in stock. If you need an affordable third row, why not get that Telluride? Drive the 2025 Sorento for just $569 a month. Or you can grab a Kia Soul for $379 a month. And the all-new K4 for just $394 a month. That's right. Don't wait. Come visit Kia of Meridian today. And when you get to Kia of Meridian, and you say, Trev, hook me up with one of those sweet third row seating Tellurides fresh off the lot. But don't forget, Trev, I want you to pull it on out and let me spin the wheel and win awesome prizes like a PS5, an Xbox, a TV, and more. So check them out at Kia of Meridian. We're also brought to you by the official RV dealer of McCready and Siskey. Who is that, you may ask? It's County Line Campers. And if you're tired of vacations that involve hotels, tiny rooms, and arguing over who gets the good pillow, yeah, we are too. That's why you turn to your friends at County Line Campers. Why not? Because you can take your house with you. That's right. Right now, they're running a new year, new RV sale. And listen to this. You get cash back and a free 2-night camping weekend with your new RV. That's right. Buy the camper and get your first trip for free. It's like buying the grill and they throw it in the steaks. It's called good business. So shout out to good folks at County Line Campers. Go check them out. I-10, exit 38 in the wonderful metropolis of Gulfport, Mississippi. CountyLineCampers.com. Go there and see all the deals. And don't forget to follow us on social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever. Go check them out so you can see all of Miss Destiny's walkthroughs and all the brand new videos. So how about that?
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
All right, let's rock and roll. Let's get into it. We're going to be efficient today.
Will wants to know real quick, can y'all talk about how player contract numbers could even be released? Feels like it would have been locked, et cetera. No, I mean, guys talk. Stuff gets out.
Yeah, we can dive into it a little bit right now. Not a lot, but we can talk a little bit about it later. A lot of look, as Neal has stated for, I don't know, what episode we're on, 338?
338.
So for at least 335 of them, our good friend Neal McCready, who is my co-host, who's on the other side of the screen right here, he has mentioned about making things. Oh, we're not burning matches today.
I just want to burn one for the hell
just
of
for
it.
the hell of it.
Yep.
He's mentioned transparency being the key to all this. But here's the deal: is transparency would 100% help a lot of things, but the schools don't want it out.
No,
you can't. Nobody wants it out, and for different reasons, right? So obviously.
Let's light a candle. Go ahead.
They don't want, they're good. They don't want their own team knowing what everybody's making. That's one. Because you don't, you may have to pay a little bit more for this guy because it's a little bit different. There's no collective bargaining agreement, things like that. In the world we're in today, which is, I'm sure will come up, which I have been bringing up for at least 2 years, and nobody wanted to listen to me about revenue sharing. And
I listened.
They didn't want to believe me. How about that? They listened. They didn't want to believe me that it was going to come to fruition. And I don't know when it's going away. I agree with you. It's going to go away at some point in time, but we're here. And right now, that's what we're doing. So, but one of the biggest issues is now with revenue sharing.
No, I like candles. No one passed gas or anything like that. I like candles. Always have.
He didn't want to burn his fingers down with that match. But
I like fire. So just watch a little fire right there. Go ahead.
You don't want to, the schools don't want their stuff out there because different schools have done different amounts in revenue sharing, right? So you don't want to go like, oh, well, they only got 60, they're only giving 63%. They don't want that to be a negative in the recruiting process of, hey, this school's only doing 72%, the school's doing 84% or whatever. They don't want everybody to know how much money they have to spend to gain an advantage.
Sure.
So that's why there's no transparency from a college side. All right, let's hop into it. I am alive, Neal. The UFL draft concluded last evening.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm alive. Which I would love to call them out by name. And eventually I will be able to. They're going to do some staff announcements and things like that later on. But I don't know. I thought our staff did an amazing job. It was a lot. Just to give everybody a kind of a background of how all this came about is I literally signed my contract on Friday, right after, maybe the day after the Ole Miss game. Like that day, whenever it was, I signed my contract. On that Sunday, the following Sunday, we got a list of draftable players. And I'm talking about 1,000 players. And we had basically 5 days to go through the quarterbacks, turn in the quarterbacks and roster allocation and college allocation, and then to get the draft board ready and everything for the draft on Tuesday, Wednesday. And we were able to divide and conquer between all the people on the staff and everybody. I mean, it was a long 10 days. My day would usually consist of a normal day for me as I was, working on Quick U. And then when I got done with Quick U around 5-ish, turned my attention to this, and the draft takes so much, just had to get a short routine, I guess. And so from 5 till, we'd have a staff meeting at 8, and then AJ and I would watch film. I would average about 3 hours of sleep. I was either going 2, 3 o'clock, getting up at 6, or going to bed at 1 and getting up at 4. Saturday night and Sunday night, I got to sleep a little bit because we had gotten the first part of it done. It was just a matter of contacting agents and and players, and there's not a lot of contacting going on that early in the morning. You got to let them wake up. So I was able to get a little sleep those days, but man, it was a lot. So I was ready. Last night came, I slept like a baby. So I do want to apologize. I got my ass ripped. No Diddy and Paul's. My mother, she's very upset with me right now. She told me this is the longest she has gone without hearing my voice. And she was not happy about that. She let me know. She let me know that today too.
If she were a football player, it'd be a different deal.
Yeah, she let me know that today too.
Yep.
She was very upset. But I was very happy with how the draft went. I don't think it could have gone any better for us. And the hard work paid off. We got the right players, so that's 90% of the equation is getting the right guys on the bus. So we got that part solved.
Where are we in the process of getting Stallions gear to me? That's where it's imperative to talk about this.
Shout out to Heather.
Where do we sit? So, one is we're nowhere close to getting the merchandise to Neal. 10 is it's in his hands.
Okay.
Where are we?
We're about at 2.
Okay.
Because shout out to Heather. Heather does our social media and all that stuff for the Stallions. We had to make sure she wasn't a double agent yesterday. She was in the draft room. I said, "Hey, look, you got to make sure you know who's on Team Stallions.
Absolutely.
They're at UFL headquarters. You got to know who's on. We don't need to be talking about a player. And you go across the hall and tell the Renegades that hey, they're talking about this guy.
Yeah,
top secret. But shout out to Heather. She's gonna hook us up. She's gonna get us taken care of.
Okay, good.
So got all that done.
Quarter zips, hoodies,
all of it,
hats.
Heather, Neal wants everything.
I do.
Heather's probably listening right now.
Okay. Hey, Heather. I have no problem saying this. I'd like a quarter zip, hoodie, polo, a cap. Not one of those cotton caps, like a trucker's cap. No, obviously no visor. I wish I could wear a visor, Heather, but I look stupid.
We actually have 2. Heather not being one, but I'm sure she's watching today.
Okay.
We actually have 2 people inside the UFL front office that let me know they watch our show on YouTube.
Oh.
And I was like, nice to, when I met them. How about that? So if I say anything, they're gonna bust me if I say anything bad. So I gotta be focused. But look, it was the whole draft process was very, very long, detailed, and conquered. divided and conquered with the staff, and defense has got. Defensive roster is amazing. But we were able to the way they did the draft is so you went. So Tuesday was all UFL players, returning players from the teams from last year, and so it was offensive line, and then it was defensive front seven.
Mm-hmm.
So these were separate kind of little mini drafts. Offensive line, defensive front seven, then went offensive skill, defensive skill. So we were going back and forth like that, but we had on our offensive side, we had picks 2 and 7. And so the UFL offensive line, we started with pick 2. And it works like a fantasy draft. So it would go down to 8.
Yep.
And then 8 would pick again, a true snake draft.
Yeah.
And so, brother, there's one cool part about that is if you're 2,
you got a break.
Well, no, you get to pick good ones, but like when you start trying to get, you get a starter. And then it's a long way
to the next.
Long way to pick 15.
Yeah.
And so, but then you got 15, then you got to come right back around
18.
Because the team that's right behind you, they know they're already back to back. So they know the 2 guys they're picking. And so you're on the clock quick.
Yeah.
And so you don't have a whole lot of time you had to be on it. And then the defense, we were 2 and 7. Defense was 3 and 6. And so it's crazy. It's one spot apart, right?
Yeah.
But it seemed defense going 3 to 6, it felt like it was 10 times long. They had 10 times much longer to process information and everything. So
I would like a jersey, Heather, now that Tyler mentions a jersey. I would also like a jersey, a customized, personalized jersey.
So offensively, we got 2 guys that you will be familiar with. A guy named Matt Corral.
I'm aware of Matt.
Matt Corral.
See, this is where I know a little bit, and I'm having to really be quiet because I know some things, and I've had to make sure I don't say something.
Yes, I did share that we told you that, but it couldn't go public. And then Mason Brooks. Mason Brooks is going to be
very excited about that
offensive line for the Birmingham Stallions. He was a priority for us.
What number will Mason wear? Do you know yet?
Brother,
okay. I just asking. It's a question.
A
fair question. I mean, Alex Bregman got to pick the number today, so I had to.
Soon as I know, I will let you know.
Okay.
I have no idea how that works.
Well, he will be my favorite player in the whole UFL.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Receiver room's loaded, running backs rooms. We got really good skill player, really good offensive line. So we got the right guys on the bus. So I just can't. Now my job is to not screw them up, right?
Okay.
So put them in position. That's my job from here on out. So
awesome.
We got the right guys on the bus. Really excited about it, and we should have some fun, and we'll get rolling from here on. It should be football from here on. We'll do some free agent stuff in the next. I think free agency opens up on the 19th, so we'll have some free agency stuff that we can do up until camp starts. But for the most part, the boys are on the bus, so we'll be ready to roll. All right, I had to bring this up. I know you saw this. It probably happened sometime today. I was unaware of it. I've been kind of off social media and everything the last couple of days. I've been in my own world. Did you see this about the basketball gambling indictments?
I've seen the overview of it. This is my 4th podcast of the day. I've not had a lot of opportunity to read.
So you're kind of like me.
But I am familiar with this. I will say, before you even dive into it, I will tell you that you cannot surprise me. This stuff is happening everywhere. Gambling is pervasive. It's on everyone's phone. You have players that are at schools now because they're only there for the money. This is an opportunity for them in their warped minds to think this is a way to make even easier money. You have people around these people now because of the transfer portal and because of all these things. I said this yesterday. I will say it again. I've pissed a few people off with this. I stand by my statement. Among agents representing college players, okay? Now, this is not a pie chart.
Okay.
About 5%, maybe 10%, of the agents are solid, reputable, professional people.
You talking about the college world or period?
College world.
What percentage you go?
5 to 10?
Oh, no.
You think it's higher than that or lower than that?
Way lower.
Okay.
I'm going to go.
And I'm being generous. So I'll say 5.
Maybe, 3, 2.
Okay. The other percentage is predatory scum. No, it is. I'm just being honest. It's predatory scum. People have no idea what they're doing. They're in it for themselves. They don't care about the kids, really. Even the ones that represent their nephew and stuff. idiots. And those people are all out there and susceptible. This should not surprise anyone. It's like when the first one came out, it was like NBA. I had all these people because they know I love the NBA. They're like, oh, see? I'm like, dude, just wait.
Those in glass houses don't throw stones, sir.
And your house is so glass. I mean, your house has nothing but glass. It has no steel, no wood. It's just glass.
If anybody ever wonders why nobody turns anybody else in for recruiting violations or tampering violations, that's why. You can be pissed when you find out somebody's breaking the rules in recruiting, but you can't really report them. So here's the deal. All right, so there's gambling deal with fixing games, all that stuff. It's very difficult, regardless of, when you hear about fixing games, okay? And, in our generations, the OG generation, you think about, little Johnny is not playing well today on purpose, turn the ball over, so they lose the game by X amount of points, okay?
Yep.
That's not where the problem is right now in gambling fixing. The biggest issue, and this is why the NCAA is trying to do it, everybody's trying to get this out. It's the prop
They're
bets.
Horrible.
It's
They're
not
horrible.
It's not the -8.5 versus this in the game. That's not the problem. The problem is
Johnny Johnson
misses the first free throw or throws a ball
or 6.5 first half points.
Because from the
3.5 first half rebounds.
From the player's perspective, they can go, okay, I can fix this, but we can still win the game. Or I can do this and we can still do this. I can play well, but fix the prop and nobody will ever know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the problem comes in. If it was like, hey, the Chicago Black Sox back in the day, right? The 8 Men Out movie, or that's you'll get caught on that. If it's about losing the game, that's easy to catch. They'll get you. But here's where, like, I'm going to be a hand raised guy on this for a moment. If in the event that you want to break rules, Neal, and you said, you know what, we're going to fix some games today.
Yep.
In the event that goes through your mind, this is a case of the world's dumbest criminals. Neal, do you know why these guys got caught in the basketball scenario? It's because there was a $458,000 bet for Towson to beat North Carolina A&T. If you go to the wager window or on your phone or whatever it is, and you go, you know what? I want to put $458,000 on Towson to beat North Carolina A&T. Somebody in the background is going to go, whoop, 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 whoop. Red flag.
Yep.
Neal, if you're going to spend $424,000 for Kent State to cover the first half spread against Buffalo in basketball,
it's a little bit of a red flag.
Woo, woo, woo. Hey, red flag, red flag. Neal, if you're going to spend $275,000 for South Alabama to cover the first half spread against Southern Miss.
Little suspicious.
Hey, something's going on right here. Something's going on right here. Like, this isn't just, hey, like, they're throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars on these dumb bets. You go back to the Alabama baseball thing a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Man's throwing in a random college SEC baseball game, throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars on a college baseball game because if the same bet was put on the Miami Indiana game for Monday night,
sure.
If it was on the Eagles and Buffalo Bills,
sure. Seahawks game,
sure,
of course.
But when you're the only wager on the game, and it's $475,000, they probably go, hey, this guy knows something. What's up? World's dumbest criminals got themselves busted. And so for me, the punishment, they should say, hey, you know what? You shouldn't bet on college basketball games, but we're really hammering you because you're this dumb. Like, they should be punished for being dumb. The greed is so bad it clouds any kind of I'm talking about, that's dumb.
Yes.
Like, that's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
$475,000 for a first half spread with two teams that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
That's like saying, like, you know, those other prop bets, like the Golden Globes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden, 2 hours before showtime, or 3 hour, you know, like the who's going to be the next head coach bet. If all of a sudden you get an IP address that comes out of Memphis, Tennessee, on Popular right there, where the CAA headquarters goes. If the IP goes to CAA headquarters, and all of a sudden, let's call it, well, in this case, it had been in the middle of the season, but hey, let's call it November. $1 million comes in on Lane Kiffin to be the head coach at LSU. You probably, world's dumbest criminals.
I might have made that bet.
You know what I mean? But like, world's dumbest criminals.
I had some sources.
Good God. Like, how bad, like, how dumb can you be?
Well, come on. You know the answer to that. Exceptionally dumb.
God, Monty. Like, it's not somebody putting
but you live in
a
this
$25
world.
parlay. This is $475,000 on the first half spread.
You live in this world, too. I mean, there's some smart people in the sports world, but there's some people that it's a struggle now. Hey, the word is 3-letter word. It's an animal. Starts with C, ends with T, and the middle one is a vowel.
Cot.
They'll say, what is a vowel?
Sea white. Kit. I mean, geez, McChristmas, man. I mean, I'm just
not surprising. You can't surprise me.
Well, here was my mentality. So I've been slammed, you know. So I see it, and I don't remember. I apologize for whoever put the article out there. I know that like Pete Thamel's been reporting on it. I think Ross has. I don't remember who it was, so I apologize. Meant to give you credit.
I don't know.
But I'm reading the article, and I'm thinking like there's going to be some. I'm like, well, hell, that's why they got caught. I mean, world's dumbest criminals. I mean, I got to be smarter. You should be punished for the just being a dumbass. They should throw the key, lock them up, throw away the key just for being a dumbass. That's where I'm at with that one. How about that? Got some bills to pay before we move on to the last part here.
Breaking
we got breaking
transfer
news?
Portal news. Auburn has signed Oregon State offensive lineman Jacob Strand.
How about that?
How about that? Jacob.
Let's go, Jacob.
Strand. Let's see what else we got. Here we go. Arkansas transfer cornerback Jaheim Singletary. Is committed to Iowa State.
Let's go, Jaheim. Shout out Quickie clients.
Houston offensive tackle David
David
has agreed to stay at Houston.
Let's go, Houston.
Breaking news. Also, the Egg Bowl set for 2026. Ole Miss and Mississippi State will play on Friday, November the 27th.
Let's go.
Here in Oxford.
No Turkey Day.
Speaking of Ole Miss, Deshaun Womack, Ole Miss defensive end, has entered the transfer portal.
Let's go, Deshaun. Get that bag.
Our friends at Mississippi State have signed North Carolina offensive tackle transfer Miles McVay.
Hey, baby Miles.
Hey.
Hey, baby Miles.
The drama. The drama of it all.
I'm trying to create it for everybody.
I'm
trying to create drama for you.
NC State
Wolfpack
is set to host Penn State transfer linebacker Dakari Nelson.
Baby Dakari, I want to get that
official tonight.
We got a 12-hour visit.
Oh, Jeffrey Lee with Auburn Sports is reporting that Auburn might be one to watch for Deshaun Womack.
One to watch.
One to watch. Let's see what else we're getting. TJ Daugherty from Ole Miss has entered the transfer portal. Could he be rolling with the Tide?
You don't know.
I don't know.
He could be.
It's possible.
I heard there were some teams that were interested.
The Rockies and utility man Willie Castro in agreement on a 2-year deal.
There I go. What's his name?
Willie Castro.
Willie. Had a baby Willie. Had a bit.
Whew, there's lots of news here on the big show.
Let's go.
Lots of news on the big show. Here's one. On threes, Pete Nakos.
Pete.
He has logged an expert prediction.
That means the agent called and told him that this is what is going to happen.
Go ahead.
He is logging an expert prediction for LSU to land 6'1" safety Fahim Delaney from Ohio State.
What's the first name again?
Fahim.
Had a bit. Wait, we get that bag. Get that bag.
Fahim.
Get that bag.
Let's go. All right. Those updates and more brought to you by our friends at Coors Banquet.
How about that?
Because, listen, there's nothing like a day celebrating the transfer portal with a cold Coors Banquet beer. Coors isn't entering the transfer portal.
Sure ain't.
No, sir.
They stand right there with that Rocky Mountain fresh water.
That's right. They don't
100%.
need new water.
They got
They've
it.
got
The
their
original.
water.
Original.
They don't need a new playbook. They
Out
don't
the
need
mountains.
a fresh chance. They've got it because they've got the same original 150-year-old recipe. It's crafted with 100% Rocky Mountain water.
You didn't say 99,
Nope,
did you?
I said 100.
100.
So when you're enjoying a banquet, you are drinking history. History, baby. Hey, a lot of these guys, they think they're getting a bag. When you get a bag, you need to go to the bank. We really recommend Bank First. It's the hometown bank with people who understand the needs of our community. That means local decisions, local support, local folks who care if your kid made the team. At Bank First, they're not just bankers.
That's real care, too.
That's right. They're neighbors. They're friends. Friends.
Boys.
When you're buying a home, you're starting a business, maybe you just need someone to explain what APR actually means. They're right there down the street. So give my friend Gant Boone a call, 662-310-0204. You can learn more at bankfirstfs.com. Hey, listen, you want great rates and terms on condo purchases? Of course you do. You want great technology with your app, with online banking? You do. You want merchant services such as Clover point of sale systems? You want checking and money market products that compete with the big banks?
I do.
You do, right?
I do.
I do too. I mean, who doesn't? Well, let me tell you who delivers it. It's Bank First with locations in Oxford, Starkville, Hattiesburg, Tuscaloosa. It's member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender Bank. NMLS 454063. And we're brought to you by our friends at Outdoor Underwriters because, man, everybody loves the outdoors. It's nice outside today. God, it's beautiful out. I'm stuck inside. I'd love to go out.
I don't know, man. It's cold out there.
Looks good. Look at that Uber Arena I think that's in Madrid. Look at that Uber Arena right there in downtown Madrid. Playing some basketball, National Basketball Association.
Good for them.
Yeah. You know what those guys are going to think about when they get through with the game tonight? They go back to their hotel room.
They're probably going to figure out how to underwrite something in the outdoors.
Yeah, they're going to think, man, I need to make sure my hunt club or my timberland is covered.
That's what I would
That's
be
what
thinking.
John Morant's thinking about right now is his hunt club. Outdoor Underwriters provides the insurance. I mean, John, listen, I got you covered, man. I don't know what's happening with your future, where you're going, but wherever you go, they're going to be here for you. Outdoor Underwriters provides the insurance you need at a price that makes sense. John, listen, they provide liability protection for occurrences arising out of activities and operations of your hunt club and its members, guests, invitees, agents, or employees. He went to Murray State. He likes to hunt. Take comfort in blind and tree stand liability, mobile equipment liability, hunting dog liability, and more. Like you got a hunting dog and you move it. Let's say you move it from, I don't know, Mississippi to Louisiana. You want to make sure that dog's covered. Outdoor Underwriters also provide standing timber insurance, timber liability, prescribed burn coverage, guides, outfitters, consulting foresters. They're endorsed by the National Deer Association, the Wild Turkey Federation, multiple forestry associations from Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana. See?
All of them.
You can access these products through those association websites or, John, write this number down, 866-961-4101, or you can browse online, outdoorund.com.
How about that?
How about that?
All right. So Monday, I don't know if you're aware of this, the national championship game we played on Monday, Neal.
I know.
The Indiana Hoosiers are taking on the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Quick U versus Quick U.
There was a moment a week ago, I thought I was going to be at this game. It was close.
It was close. Indiana versus Miami. Look, man, this is I'm really just quick breakdown. I'm sure we'll talk about more on Monday, but it is the game that's coming up, and we are a college football show, plus everything else. This is going to be something's got to give, right? I think what Indiana's done on defense, they have been so good up front. And then offensive, they've been so efficient. And then the key, like somebody has to win And when you look at the matchups, a lot of them are strength on strengths. Miami's path to victory, I think, is the same thing they've done identity-wise. They have to win first down on both sides of the ball. And then Indiana has to figure out a way to stay efficient, do what they've been doing. They've been a very almost like a silent killing machine, man. They don't flinch. They just every day, a little bit more every day, every play. They just wear you down. Miami's path to victory, they cannot get behind. They're not a team that can play from behind. But the interesting part for me here, it's why I think games like this are determined by turnovers and mistakes in special teams and things like that. Maybe anything weird like that, a play here and there on fourth down conversion. But where this game is interesting in Miami's path to victory is I think what Miami's doing offensively. Indiana's only playing with 13 guys on defense right now, and that's going to be tough to. I mean, they're going to have to roll some guys in there and stay healthy, but Miami is just wearing people down. But Indiana, just regardless of what, it's like our second rule is you don't bet with your heart and you don't bet against Signetti. But this is just going to be a very interesting game. It's a very interesting matchup because I think a lot of it's strength on strength.
Mm-hmm.
And so I honestly, I don't even know how you put a line on this game. It's I don't even have an idea what I'm going to do with this, but 8.5 seems like a hell of a lot. I can see this being a very, very close one possession game, particularly if Miami's able to win first down. If Miami is able to win first, that's their path, is to be able to win first down, keep second and shorts, then on defense, vice versa, get Indiana into a drop back game, which is where they want to be. And seeing how Indiana's offensive line's got to hold up. There's going to be more pass rush opportunities for Miami based on what Indiana does on offense compared to what they did against Ole Miss. So if you're letting Mesidor and Bain loose, it's just it's going to be a hell of a game. I'm excited to watch it. So, any thoughts on that besides what I said?
No, not really. I think Indiana just looks like such a machine right now. The way they just demolished Alabama, just demolished Oregon. I don't know that Miami is going to be a disciplined enough football team to prevent itself from joining the demolition crew.
Well, the one thing that's great about discipline, it's a choice. It's not a fatal. It's not an athletic trait. It's a choice.
Yeah.
And so
I just think about how
they gotta make a choice.
I think about how close Miami came to losing to Ole Miss. How really close they came.
Yeah, that game shouldn't have been close.
And that to me is a warning sign for them going against.
They got to capitalize.
Indiana.
They got to capitalize. They can't drop picks. If they get those opportunities and things like that. I don't think Mendoza's going to do some of the things with the ball, but.
Yeah,
he doesn't put it in danger a whole lot.
Look, Carson Beck's a good quarterback. He made some mistakes the other day. Ole Miss didn't make him pay. They couldn't get him off the field. Indiana's going to be a lot better front seven defensively than Ole Miss was. I just think this is a game Indiana wins.
Yeah, I actually think it's going. I could see it going the other way, but I just think it's going to be super close. I think it's a one possession game.
Oh, okay.
I do. I think it's a one possession game, just because I think the defense, Ole Miss was able, because that's what they do on offense. Ole Miss was able to negate the pass rush because that's kind of how their system's set up, and the pass rush is going to show up, but somebody's got to win the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be, everybody's going to say that from between now and Monday night. It's going to be the line of scrimmage. I think both teams are so good up front. I think that's going to be a push. I think this game's going to come down to, can Miami sustain drives to shorten the game, and who wins who told you.
There it is.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
You want me to talk to him?
No.
I'll take the call.
No, not that one. But whoever can win the line of scrimmage, whoever can sustain drives, and then whoever can capitalize on mistakes as far as turnovers, short fields, things like that. So I'm here for it. All right. Chicken time. I know you saw this probably coming out the last couple of days, and I'm just going to say my thing on it. I don't really, you want to discuss it, it's fine. But the NCAA with these eligibility rules, I didn't think it was a coincidence that they talked about it at the AFCA convention with all the Trinidad Chambliss stuff going on. But with the eligibility rules and are we going to do 5 for 5?
Yep.
I saw today right before we started that the Division II is going to push it back for a few years and all this stuff. And then they came up with this 9-game red shirt deal and all of this stuff.
Which is a step towards 5 for 5 without actually going to 5 for 5.
Like okay, I would have to sit in the room, and I haven't, and I'm going to say this at the beginning. I haven't seen the discuss. I would like to know what is the point of 9 games as opposed to the full season. Like, dude, if you're a freshman and you're playing in 9 games, you don't go to the 10th game. Hey, 10th game. This is, in my opinion, the whole point as a coach for going 5 for 5 is so you don't come in after week 4 and I'm counting, you're playing.
Yeah, and you've decided you're going to leave.
And you say, hey, I'm not
jump
starting. I may be a role player.
Yeah.
And then you have this thing where I'm not playing. And then all of a sudden you're screwed.
Look.
Imagine doing that week 10, Neal.
Yeah.
Your 10 game, it's going to happen.
Oh, like tomorrow.
So instead of fixing the problem, we're going to make the problem worse?
Okay, this is where I have a really unpopular take. I actually sympathize with Charlie Baker here more than I do anyone else.
It's not his mess. He's trying to clean it up.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you want to fix it, there's a way to fix it.
Yeah, there's a way.
Your clock starts, you've got 5 years. The end. Not 6, not 7, 5. You got 5. You got 5 years. That's all you got. The end, period. Now, are you taking opportunities with 5 years away from high school kids? You absolutely are. And when that happens, everybody goes, man, I can't believe this is happening to these high school kids. I'm like, I can't believe you didn't see this coming. Everyone tried to tell you. But 5 years to play 5. You end the opt-outs. You end them. You eliminate them right there. Now,
I got an idea. Let's go 4.75, Neal.
I mean, look, I get where they're coming from because when you give people 5 full years, what's next? You see the deal. What's next? Well, I got hurt this 1 year. I want a 6th year. I got hurt 2 years. I want a 7th year. I got hurt 3 years. I want an 8th year. I started off at this place where I didn't get to play, and then I got to play, and now I have earning power. I want a 9th year. Laugh. There are people right now pushing for an 8th year.
Well, there was a tight end last year that played 9.
So it's just where we are. If you want to fix it, there's a way to fix it. This is going to be me talking, not even Tyler. The schools can get together and go.
Where's the matches? I'm burning one for the homies right here.
The schools
I can't believe you're bringing this up.
But they can get together and go, we're going to do this because it's for the betterment of everybody. We're going to have a rule. 5 years. You start your clock, you have 5 years. Are there exceptions for like a Mormon mission? Sure. That's about it, though. You have 5 years. Might there be some special exception for a young man or young woman who got some sort of horrific cancer and fought it for 2 years and valiantly came back and wants to continue? We can talk about it. But it can't be because you sprained an ankle or because you weren't good enough. It was a development thing, and then you got good and you played. But it's never going to happen. Why? Because the pressure to win is off the charts. It's bigger than it's ever been because now you've foolishly, in my opinion, allowed – God, I'm going to piss people off with the following. The money that matters is the big donors and the corporate money. But you've allowed the average fan – nothing wrong with the average fan – who's giving you $30 a month to think that his money's moving the needle, and he, by God, demands answers.
Yep. All right.
So you've created this weird environment where everyone is willing to make up stuff. I'm not talking about Trinidad for a minute, but where you're just willing to do whatever the hell you have to do to get an extra year, to be an older team. Indiana's like average age is, what is that, 23? It's absurd.
It's up there.
That's just where we've been building this monster for the last few years. And guess what happens when you get a monster?
You have to pay the consequences.
Well, he wants to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens when you feed the monster?
He wants more.
He gets bigger.
He gets more disease.
The bigger he gets, what does he want more of?
Money.
Food.
Money.
So you're just feeding this monster, and you're making the monster bigger and bigger and bigger. And the only way to fix the monster is to put the damn thing on a diet, and that is hard Because you know what happens to a hungry monster?
That gets on a diet. They go in the portal.
He gets pissed off. He goes in the monster portal.
Seen a lot of that lately.
But I mean, follow me for a minute, really. You feed the monster, you make the monster bigger. The bigger he gets, the more you feed him. The more you feed him, the bigger he gets. The only way to tame him down is to put him on a diet. What happens to a monster on a diet? That is an unhappy monster.
So here's the thing, though, is like all kidding aside, is like they propose this 9-game thing and all that. Like that makes the problem worse, not better for coaches, because now I'm in my season. I know what we're doing, and you can come to me game 10 and tell me that you're done for the year, or you're done till postseason or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Postseason doesn't count. So, hey, we're going to park you the last 3 weeks, then let you play again in postseason. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Go 5 for 5, be done with it.
Be done with it.
Now, problem 2, and this is my only thing. This is the last thing I'm ever going to say about eligibility.
Okay.
Because I'm getting there. I've burned all my matches on this topic.
Okay.
Regardless if they come up with a 5 for 5 or 4.75 for 5, whatever it is, until there's collective bargaining, this rule is always going to be challenged in judiciary with injunctions. Okay. It's just what it's going to be. The reason we're in court hell right now is because there's not a collective bargaining agreement. Why is there not a collective bargaining agreement? Because they're not employees. Why aren't they employees? Because you're going to blow up everybody else's sports. There are different things there. And so I say that to say this, and this is kind of where I'm going with the next one. For the first time since all this mess has started, we've been yelling at the clouds, and you've been burning matches for 275 episodes, the whole deal.
Yep.
The first time the public is hearing the voices I've been hearing for the last 3 years. Trev Alberts comes out.
Yeah. Yep.
Jere Morehad, president of Georgia, comes out
with some very pointed comments.
And Jere Morehad,
let me find those.
Yeah, it was about the enforcement, CNC, and tampering.
Yeah.
When the silent majority that I've been hearing, that's not been public, that I've been hearing everybody talk about, and I said, look, the word is this, they're getting very vocal. And the biggest one Neal's about to read his comments, but This is why you need to listen. Mark this day down, Neal. It is timestamp Thursday, January the 15th at 2:47 Central Time. Mark this down. It's the first president that's come out and said this. And why is that important? Because guess who decides everything when it comes to the NCAA?
Presidents.
The presidents. This isn't an AD that's going to get fired and will go to his next job. This is a president. When you lose the president, you're cooked.
Jere Morehad, the president of the University of Georgia. Quote, if the CSC is not going to enforce the settlement, if the NCAA is not going to enforce tampering, and if Congress is not going to pass the SCORE Act, then it leaves the SEC in a position that we have to go our own way to create rules.
Bump, bump, bump.
Hear it one more time. If the CSC is not going to enforce the settlement, and right now it is not, if the NCAA is not going to enforce tampering, and bless their hearts, right now they're not.
They got no choice.
And if Congress is not going to pass the SCORE Act, and it's not,
we got this thing called.
Then it leaves the SEC in a position that we have to go our own way to create rules. What tells me is that the chancellors and presidents of these 16 institutions, they all get together.
Hey, Neal.
And they talk.
Neal, this is Jere Morehad. I know you're the president. You're going to be the president of Arkansas.
And they say this is absurd. What we're doing is absurd. This is taking far too much of our time. It is preventing them from being able to go to donors for things that they want on campus, that they need on campus. It's preventing them from getting some academic funding that they would like to have, because everyone is, well.
Neal, did you say that about 150 episodes and nobody listened to us?
I did.
That the money was going to be dumped into athletics and the presidents were going to be upset because they can't build their libraries anymore. Well, okay, go ahead.
Not just libraries, but you wanted to be, in all seriousness, for a moment, I realized that everyone says football's the front door to a school. I mean, okay, sure. Guys, there are lots of people. Pick a school, any school in the SEC. I don't care. Pick one. Anyone. There are lots of people on that campus who are not there for athletics, who don't give a damn about athletics, who will never care about athletics, and their money counts too. And their wishes count as well. And frankly, I mean, everyone knows this thing's gotten out of control. If I'd told you in 2020 that this is what college football would look like in January of 2026, you would have told me I was insane.
I would have. I really would have.
Seriously, if the week
everything I knew about it, I would have called you crazy.
This time, January the 15th, 2020, when we had no idea that, hey, in a couple months, man, it's all going to hell. If I told you in January 2020, I'd have said, hey, Tyler, can I tell you, we're going to be doing a show in January of 2026. 6 years. Not long. 6 years.
We'll be 300 and some episodes into it.
And here's what we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about, when was the last update I did? Just a few minutes ago on the portal?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do some new ones. Let's see. Let's see what I can find.
That's probably busy today.
See what I can find. Oh, here we go.
Here
we go. Breaking.
Boop, 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 boop.
Florida transfer running back Jacoby Jackson.
But
Jacoby Jackson is going to Ohio State.
Let's go Horseshoe. Going to the Horseshoe. Leaving the swamp, going to the Horseshoe. Let's go.
Penn State defensive line transfer Eni White. He has 3 visits, and they've begun. Our friend Steve Robertson.
Steve
is reporting that he is in Starkville today.
Let's go.
Starkville today.
From State College to Stark Vegas.
Appalachian State transfer wide receiver Davion Dozier.
Going from Boone, North Carolina to
visiting NC State.
Oh, going right down the mountain.
Today.
Going right down the mountain. Here he comes.
He caught 20 passes last year, 448 yards. Missouri.
Good average there, 20 for 448.
Missouri.
Mizzou, the Tigers.
Has offered Hope College edge transfer Liam.
Big jump, Liam.
Dannitz.
You went from Hope College to having Hope to play in the NFL. Let's go, Hope.
Let's see.
Every time I say Hope, I think about SEC shorts with Hope.
Yeah.
Shit's funny.
We're passing out offers now. Got a lot of offers going on right now.
Busy
time.
time.
These are big. These offers are big because these are the kids who will be in the portal next year.
Yes.
Get to know them now
so you can learn them.
That you can follow them in the portal next year.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
I see that. I like it.
Like that's why I love some of the rankings that are starting to come out. 2028 rankings, 2029 rankings. 2030 rankings, because that's the portal class of 2031. That is you can't start on the 2031 transfer portal class a day too early.
No,
because those 8th graders today, sure, transferring from Louisville to Ohio State.
Knox turned 10 last week.
Hey,
making start go ahead and put him. What's he going to be in the class of whatever he's going to be in?
Well, he'll be in. Let's see, that puts him in the
2026 right now.
So it'd be 2034, but the 2035 portal class.
Yeah, because we're shopping.
He can't get in the portal.
Hey, just letting you know, we're shopping
right off the bat.
Hey, you got an offer? Holla at your boy. I'm his agent. Just letting you know. And I'm charging him 50%.
See if there's anything else before we move on, because this is
fascinating.
This is a lot. I mean, this is exciting. Oh, Baylor. Baylor's big. This is big.
Let's go, Bears.
Baylor in the process of finalizing a deal to sign former Florida star quarterback DJ Lagway. Sources tell Matt Zenitz and Chris Hummer.
I bet I know what that deal's worth.
For CBS Sports.
I bet I know what that deal's worth. Let's go Bears. Let's go, DJ.
Yale All-American wide receiver Nico Brown. He has added Alabama to his visit schedule. He visited Washington today. He's going to Virginia as well.
I mean, this is riveting updates by Neal McCready. Riveting. Here's the
one more.
I got one I'll add to it when you get done.
Louisville transfer offensive lineman Jordan Church. He's been in contact with Arkansas, Alabama, Auburn, Cal, Missouri, Texas, and Wisconsin, per source.
Jordan's going to church. Where's he from?
Louisville.
Jordan going to church. Like it.
And a commitment. Commitment. Hold on.
Oh.
Commitment. North Carolina offensive line transfer Miles McVay.
Let's go, Miles.
Has committed to
Let's go.
Take a guess.
We're going up or down or lateral?
Kind of down and over. He's in North Carolina. Can't go.
Let's go Charlotte.
One more guess.
Georgia Tech.
No.
All right, I'm sorry.
How about that? Miles McVay.
I was thinking down a level.
To Mississippi State. So right now, Mississippi State fans are going, that dude's awesome. Yesterday, they'd never heard of him. Today.
Not only is he awesome, he's anchoring the offensive line for the future. So I told some friends this the other day, like I was in the middle of drafts. Did you see the Ty Simpson article about?
Yes.
He got interviewed. I guess it was on 3D the interview, I think.
Yep. This is something we're going to talk about on Hand Raise, guys. Go ahead.
Okay. We haven't talked about this. You spurred me. So it was like, all right, he got offered, which I knew, by the way, beforehand, but he's not going to portal. He's going to NFL.
Right.
But he did an interview that he got offered
Tennessee, Miami,
Ole Miss, and all that stuff.
Yep.
And all of the comments and everything was about like, oh, he should have done this. Not one person in those comments said, hey, you know what? He was never in the portal. So how would he get offers if he wasn't in the portal, which is called what, Neal?
That would be tampering.
So those in glass houses don't throw stones.
But tampering is so mainstream now that no one even thinks about it. You know what?
But no, some people still complain about it. They tamper with our guys or this or that. Like, brother, everybody does.
You know what struck me about the Ty Simpson thing, and we'll talk about this on Henry's guys in a little bit if you guys have a thought. I catch myself as the only person in my circle that ever talks about this with anybody, and I'm curious. Yeah. I didn't ever play sport. I played sports, but I never played college sports. I wasn't good enough. But like,
he actually did the smart thing, but I'll tell you.
That's what I'm getting to. I was at the Fiesta Bowl the other night. And before the game, down on the field, I saw a lot of the Miami guys who played their whole career at Miami. I saw Eli Manning, his wife Abby were there. I saw Patrick Willis there.
Yep.
Jackson Dart was there.
Well, hell, Mario Cristobal played. There were guys involved.
My point was, and I realized Jackson Dart of that group started his career somewhere else.
When my rule is 3 years.
Okay.
If you're somewhere 3 years, that's kind of home.
So Ty Simpson was the quarterback at Alabama. Played his whole career at Alabama, waited his turn, had a season, took him to the playoffs, didn't win a championship, didn't win the Heisman. But he got both my parents went to Alabama. I grew up an Alabama fan. He got to put his hands and whatnot in Denny Chimes. AJ got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That means something, or it did. And he made the comment, and I thought, you get it. And I'm not surprised that the son of a coach would get it.
That's what I was about to say. His dad's awesome, and he's the son of a coach, and that's how he grew up.
But he's right. What he said was, yeah, I could have – because, look, Ty Simpson's going to be a mid-first-round pick maybe? Late first round, second round pick?
I mean, he plays quarterback, and with Dante Moore going back, there's just he will get drafted because of the position.
But he's not going to make $6 million next season.
No.
He could have made more money playing another year of college football. He could have, I think. Could have gone to Tennessee, to Miami, to Ole Miss. People are arguing over whether the dollar figures are exactly right. That's where I'm telling you should listen to Tyler when he explains these dollar figures to you. The dollars are sort of weird.
Everything's different.
But he had an opportunity to go make money at it. At a minimum, one of those three schools. He would have been the number one player in the portal had he gotten in the portal.
Yes.
He didn't because he said that if he did that, he would have thrown away everything that he built at Alabama because he wouldn't be able to go home. And years from now, and one day, good Lord willing, I think Ty would agree with this statement. I think his father would agree with this statement. I'm sure that he would love to play football for another 15 years, but at some point, Father Time will get the best of Ty Simpson, and he will no longer be able to play professional football at a level good enough to continue to be paid. There will be someone who will come up who's younger and fresher and sprier and better, and he will. I mean, Peyton Manning no longer plays. Tom Brady no longer plays. Aaron Rodgers is about to step away. It stands to reason that at some point, Ty Simpson, unfortunately, will have to step away from the game of football. And when he does, he'll hopefully have a lot of money and he'll be happy and at some point he's going to want to take his kids. I hope he has kids, right? Hope Ty has kids. Hope he gets married to the girl of his dreams and has children. And at some point wants to take his little boys and little girls to a football game somewhere. And it would stand to reason he'd want to take them to Tuscaloosa. Go stand on the field and show his children where he played. A lot of these guys are just jumping around place to place, and they're throwing that opportunity away for a little bit of money. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just talking about in general. They're just kind of throwing that opportunity away, and I do wonder, because this is so new, I do wonder 10 years from now, 15, 20 years from now.
I agree. I know
when people are getting a little older, when you can play football at 20, most can't play at 40. When you're 40 and you're married and you've got an 8-year-old little boy at home and he wants to go to see the big game. I heard Cole Kubelik talking about this on a show the other day.
Oh, I texted him too. That was freaking awesome. Made my day.
I was driving. It was Cole.
Somebody's rant that he went on Twitter, or it was on his show.
It was on his show. It was Cole and Jacob Hester and a guy who played at Georgia Tech, and I can't think of his name. But Cole was talking about how cool it was. I covered Cole. That's how old I am. When Cole played at Auburn.
Thank you. Me and Cole are the same age. Thank you for that.
Well, I'm older than y'all, so imagine how I feel. But he talked about how much fun he had taking his kids to one of the Auburn games this year. And letting them run around on the field and wear an Auburn jersey. And, you know.
Oh, it's cool.
Jacob Hester said the same thing about LSU. The Georgia Tech dude, and I apologize, I can't think of his name, basically said the same thing about Georgia Tech. I do wonder how many of the Cole Kubeliks of the world exist this generation. Cole didn't play right away at Auburn.
No, he did not play until his until his
redshirt sophomore year,
third year. Yeah, I was supposed to say third year.
So I do wonder if Cole would have gotten in the transfer portal and gone to UAB, and then done well at UAB, and then gotten back into the transfer portal.
Next time I talk to Cole, I know a little bit more behind that.
Yeah,
I would say in today's environment, I'll ask him, and maybe he'll tell me. But I think a lot of offensive linemen at that point in time, the O-line coach was hard on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of O-linemen in that era, Coach Trickett was hard on them.
Yeah.
I think a lot of O-linemen would have gotten the portal in today's world.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't have that, because if you go to Auburn for a year, and then you go to UAB for a year, and then you go to Oklahoma for a year, and then you transfer to Ohio State for a year, what's home? So, and you're just another person, and you got to check. Hey, he would have made a couple extra $100,000, but is that? And this is not rhetorical. I think the question that I'd love to have answered in a few years, I'd love to go back to some guys after it's done. Was it worth it?
So I thought about it. The same thing you're talking about went through my mind. Went at the Ole Miss Miami coin toss when you had P. Willie and Eli, and you had Ray Lewis and Edgerrin James.
Yeah.
Flash forward 20 years from now, who's at the coin toss?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, and maybe it is so popular and so big, and the heartstrings are so strong that, hey, as long as the team you go to wins big, the fans will love you.
And I think if you're the last one, right? Like, I think Trinidad Chambliss had 1 year at Ole Miss, right? I think people remember him as an Ole Miss quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think part of his is like, you look at Jalen Hurts, okay? And this is very early in this whole process. But, Alabama fans try to claim him, Oklahoma fans, like that could get weird. But, for me, when it comes to like Ty, I want to say, bring this full circle before we close. I think Ty made the right decision from a big picture standpoint, just knowing everything involved in this.
Sure.
I'll tell you something later that you'll get it. But Ty was in a situation to where, okay, if there's not going to be a lot of quarterbacks in the draft, then he could help his draft stock there. But two is like, let's look at a guy that comes on our show all the time. My boss, AJ McCarron. Let me ask you a question. Is AJ the head coach of the Birmingham Stallions if he left after year 2 to go to LSU?
No.
Does AJ have a podcast called The Bama Standard if he left to go to LSU?
No.
So Ty sees that. Ty understands that. And then
I mean, no.
It means a lot to tie in that, and then it's either if you go chase where he was smart is he could have chased the money now, but it was probably going to cost him the same amount, if not more money later.
Well, it was going to cost him something money can't buy.
Right. So that's just something that's just 100%. But that's where we're at right now, and until there is a breakaway and there is collective bargaining to put some kind of enforceable rules, then it's just going to be this is just going to continue to get worse in other ways. So, but I would full circle here. I would put extreme caution to the wind about the financial situations. Everybody, these people don't have as much money as you think they do.
They do not.
And to Neal's point about the fat, what do you call them, a fat monster? We've made the monster really fat, and people are having a very difficult time going on a diet. So they go in the portal.
You're about to put the monster on a diet, and you're about to get angry.
And then when he gets angry, what happens when he gets angry? Besides going in the portal, then you get the lawsuits and you get all that stuff. Yeah. And we're creating. It is what it is. And you got the one portal window that's going. I agree with you. That's going to get sued. What does that look like? I don't know, but it's going to happen.
It's not a terrible analogy when you stop and think about it. You develop a monster, you feed it. The more you feed it, the bigger it gets. The bigger it gets, the more it eats. The more it eats, the bigger it gets. It becomes this cycle. And there's only one way to get the monster's growth under control, and that is to limit how much you feed it. Well,
you know what, Neal?
You know how it is. If you're out there, like people when they do intermittent fasting, those first 3 weeks, they're not very happy people. Cranky. Now, you get used to it. Get cranky. Get angry. Real tempting to go just eat, right? It's not a bad example, and that's where we are. And look, I think that you're about to be forced to put the monster on a diet.
It's already happening. It's just not public.
But I think a pretty harsh diet, honestly.
It's already happening. And that's why you're seeing some of the portal guys.
Like, no, Mr. Monster, you don't get to have a Snickers at 2 o'clock every day anymore. You don't get to have pizza tonight. Nope, you get to have a small slice of grilled chicken and some broccoli. That's what you get to have, Mr.
crazy,
Monster.
And for the record, this is not an Ole Miss thing because I know we got a lot of Ole Miss fans listening. I just know this at other schools. There are a lot of players going in the portal simply because they have been informed they're going to have to take a pay cut with rev share.
And they're pissed.
And they're mad. And so they're trying to go in the portal to find someone to pay them at least the same amount of money that they were making last year.
Sure.
But Neal,
nobody likes a pay cut.
No. Do you know what else we need to talk about the monster too before we finish here today? If that monster is serious about his health.
Oh, he'll call Prime.
If he's serious about his health, okay, and we go to put him on the diet.
Yeah.
And it's not working out. But he's serious about his health.
Yeah.
He needs to get a hold of our friends at Prime. That's right. You can go to Get Prime. That's GETPRYM.com. They are a modern at-home lab testing kit that puts you in control. You can order your kit at getprime.com and collect a sample from home in just a few minutes and get clear, personalized results right to your private dashboard. By the way, shout out to our good friends at Prime with Blair and our good friend Brian and all that stuff. We had a customer that was on Neal's deal that was having an issue. Dude, the freaking president of the company dealt with it.
The president.
They don't play. They got him taken care of. Was excited about that. So no needles, no waiting rooms, no hassle. Let's go, Prime. Right in your dashboard. So it doesn't mean if you need to check your hormones, your energy levels, metabolism, or just your overall wellness. Prime makes it fast, easy, and actionable. You'll go to getprime.com, pick the kit that you need for what test you need, and don't forget to enter the promo code MPW at checkout. It's going to give you 20%. 20% off of your order. So make sure you go to getprime.com. Neal, we're also brought to you by the official paint and body shop of McCready and Siskey. Who is that, you may ask, Neal? That's Thompson's Paint and Body Shop, located right in the heart of Saraland, Alabama, where the hardest working, family-friendly owned body shop exists on planet Earth. It doesn't matter where you're located. You could be anywhere. Give our friends at Thompson's Paint and Body a call. They're not just some like random corporate chain. No, it's Don Jr., it's Matthew Thompson. They are going to say, what you need, boss? We're going to get you fixed up. They're going to take care of you. Did you hear about us from McCready and Siskey? We're going to take special care of you. So give them a call. That's right. Give them a call at area code 251-675-0884 or check them out at thompsonsbodyshop.com or check them on Facebook and send them a message. But they are going to take care of you and get your car taken care of. So if you're like my wife,
Yeah.
who likes to run into deer, likes to hit Bambi, likes to run into curbs, and set off every airbag in the car while driving in the neighborhood, it doesn't matter. You get Don a call. Say, Don, check this out. Wife was driving in the neighborhood, turned the corner too sharp, hit the curb. Every airbag in the car went off. Can you hook me up? Got you, boss. So go check them out at thompsonsbodyshop.com. How about that?
All right, before we go, real quick, hey, more breaking news.
Oh.
Breaking news. On three's Pete Nikos has logged an expert prediction.
The agent called and told him.
Kentucky.
Let's go, Wildcats.
Kentucky to land wide receiver Nick Anderson from LSU, the Wildcats.
Let's go, Cats.
A slew of visitors at LSU today. A slew.
Hey, that's what happens when you got to pay a lot of money for a quarterback. It's almost like the NFL salary cap goes.
Yeah.
When you have to pay a lot of money, you don't have as much money to retain players.
A slew of players at LSU. Leo Ba, the offensive lineman from Maryland.
Wait, Leo.
We mentioned Fahim Delaney a minute ago.
Fahim.
He is at Ohio. He is at LSU today.
Oh, but he's quick. He was just somewhere else just a minute ago.
TJ Daugherty, Devin Harper, both at LSU today.
Let's go, TJ.
Oregon tight end Zach Grace.
Everybody, Zach.
North Dakota linebacker Theo Grace.
Oh, is this all LSU?
They're all at LSU.
Boy, that bank account's going like, all right.
Wake Forest wide receiver Sterling Burkhalter and Arkansas wide receiver Andy Jean.
Read that fine print, boys. Make sure you read that fine print.
Breaking news, Oklahoma standout junior wide receiver Isaiah Satanga.
Hey, baby, Isaiah, get that bag, dog.
Is returning to Oklahoma for another season. He's going to actually play 2 seasons at one place.
Hey, how about
what
this?
are we doing?
So here's what we're going to do here.
Texas.
We're going to go in the portal, and no one is going to give me the money that I got last year. So I'll just go on back and get it. I'll take it.
Texas has signed Wake Forest offensive tackle Melvin Ciani.
That a baby.
This is per Chris Hummer and Matt Zenitz.
Get that bag. That a baby, Matt.
Let's see. Anything else? More Texas. News. Elite two-way athlete Salisi Moa,
that means he's Heisman Trophy winner,
who entered the transfer portal this week, will reveal his college choice at the Polynesian Bowl on Friday night.
All right, can I call a timeout?
We get to have a hat ceremony out of the transfer portal.
No. I'm drawing a line here.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Transfer portal hat ceremony at the Polynesian Bowl.
We gotta draw the line here, Neal. Okay, look. I'm all for it. Let's go in the portal. Let's get our bag. Let's take 87 visits. 13 minutes. But we got to stop. We can't be doing reveal ceremonies for the portal. Like, this shit's over with. The reason the portal is good because they're tired of the bullshit. They just want to make a business decision. If the portal turns into the drama of recruiting, I'm out. We can't be doing that shit. That's it. I can't do the hat ceremony bullshit. Leo
Ba, who is at LSU right now, has also scheduled visits to Auburn, Arkansas, and Missouri.
Let's go. Just waiver wire.
Offensive guard getting the bag.
Get the bag.
Get a bag, Leo Ba.
All right, I'm good. I can't do anymore. I'm out. I can't do the ceremonies. I can't.
Try to see if there's anything else.
I'm good. Please.
2026 pass rusher Camden KJ Gillespie has requested his release from West Virginia. Yep. A confirmation. Utah transfer portal athlete Salisi Moa set to announce his commitment at the Polynesian Bowl
we got another
on Friday. The same one, but it's confirmation. It's true. It's true. It's true.
Isn't the Polynesian Bowl, isn't that for NFL guys?
Yes.
Why is he doing it?
He'll be there at the NFL Network.
I'm done.
What's it?
That's all I got.
I think that's it.
Tell me about our good friends.
We have been brought to you by Rain Total Body Fuel, 300 milligrams of natural caffeine, BCAAs, electrolytes, zero sugar. It's got what you need to push the limits and achieve your goals.
Or go through a UFL draft.
Check them out on Instagram at Rain Total Body Fuel. To learn more, for Tyler Siskey, I'm Neal McCready. We will be back with you on Monday. It's the one thing we can tell you about Monday. The rest of the week, kind of up in the air. But we'll be back Monday. Until then, peace out. See ya.